For the first time, I noticed that people are acknowledging the role which a workspace plays in the well-being and the success of an organization. Today, let's say you want to work formally and you want to work alone. Tomorrow you might want to collaborate. Tomorrow you might want to use a different space. So workspaces of today afford you that luxury where you don't get monotonous. You have a wide menu of spaces to use within your office, and the most successful offices are those which cater to the right menu of spaces for their users. Your time takes away 100% of your day, whether you like it or no, and that time is divided into good habits and bad habits. It is raising your awareness to what habits nourish you and what habits take you away from your ultimate goal. Once you have awareness over that, you can make informed choices. And once you make informed choices, you get better results. So the role of an architect is to bring out that awareness from the clients. And so collectively we can take informed decisions. And that is what workspace design has come to now. It no longer is just putting a plethora of workstations together and having fancy colored walls here and there. There is much more than meets the eye. So I started with an entrepreneurial venture in third year. So I did computer education and I did model making. That was my introduction to entrepreneurship. At the same time, I started working with my father as well. So I am a second generation architect, and my father had a fairly well-established practice, if you will. And so I started working on the projects he had acquired, and it was a mix of government projects, semi-government projects, municipal projects, predominantly civil in nature. So I started my journey like that. And fast forward 10 years, towards the end we did some workspace design projects, which is when for the first time I realized that you can actually derive joy by working on your passions. Interior design allowed me the luxury to be on the Word platform while practicing in India. So that back in those days, architecture was not as globally compatible as interior design was in the country. So workspace design was still, there was some similarity. There were some strategies which were similar to global standards and practices in India. So that was point number one. The second ticker was speed. I could see my designs and my ideation take shape much faster than architecture. So I follow the Mother Teresa principle, which is, if everybody were to clean his doorstep, the world would be a cleaner place. So I try to do that with my practice. How do we remain at the cutting edge of what is happening? How do we maintain the best standards of ethics, quality, innovation, yet remain honest students of this wonderful subject of workspace design? How do we work for clients who we are proud of and from whom we can learn and get inspired? So it started as a health goal. So I had this chronic backache way back, and one day I decided that I have exhausted my quota of pain and suffering, and I must take matters in my own hands and I must start doing something about it, which is when I started pursuing my fitness. And so I started gymming regularly, and then I lost a lot of weight. Of course, no quick fix, nothing overnight. It took time. So days turned into weeks, turned into months, and a couple of years later I was running fit, which I didn't know what it meant back then, but today I realize. So I started my running journey, started with 5 kilometers, then transited to 10, then to my first half marathon, and today I run at least 2 full marathons a year. There is no instant gratification. It's a journey. It's not the destination. and the destination or the goals which I set for myself every year only keep on getting better and better and bigger because I have decided to invest every single day into this. So the way I relate my long distance running pursuit to my practice is there is no shortcut, and it helps me build a lot of patience. So it helps me savor the journey, it helps me enjoy every single day, and it kind of stabilizes me, and not to have this monkey brain, where you jump to results and then when you don't achieve that, so the way to articulate this would be my mode of measurement has changed. I think once you discipline your mind to simplifying things, you automatically develop this filter mode where the complexities become simple. So, I would like to be remembered as, probably it's an aspiration, but I would like to be remembered as a reference point for advocating unique ability. So I am always of the belief of embarking on actions which give you the most joy, rather than do something which seems like a drudgery.